Hello, my name's Shalise. Welcome out everybody to my Fear the Walking Dead, ranking the top 5 seasons of Fear the Walking Dead from worst to best. And I gotta say this everybody, the worst is definitely Fear the Walking Dead Season 5. Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, here's the problem with this. I enjoyed the first half of this season. The first half of the season deals with Morgan and his group trying to help people around town, trying to make the world a better place. That's basically the entire premise. This is what they just entire do. They're like this. They talk to the camera like I'm doing to you, and they're like, what we gotta make this world a better place because we done a lot of bad things and we gotta make up for the stuff that we done wrong. That's the only thing we could do. Try to make the world a better day each and every single day. We gotta help people. That's basically the entire premise of Fear the Walking Dead Season 5. It's basically the entire premise for Season 5 right now. Morgan and his group is just here to help people. They have many long conversations of them feeling that we need something. I need something. Like each character says, I need to do this. I need to do better. Because we were bad. We did bad shit. We killed people. It's like a group full of Morgans who are very feel guilty about the shit they've done, and they're here to help people, and they're trying to do a new way to this apocalyptic world and save the day. And during out the entire season, they're just meeting new people to help them and to basically form a community. This season, to me, is a build up for Season 6, where Season 6 is eventually going to kill off a whole bunch of characters. Hopefully. But Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 was, to me, a very, and I hate to use this word, but it's a boring season. The first half was very interesting when Morgan and his group crash landing into this place that deals with infected walkers, with radiation. Oh, you got an episode dealing with the helicopter people. It's basically they crash land and they have to repair their ship, repair the plane, and get out of there with enough time to go out before the power plant blows up and the radiation is gonna kill them all. So the first half was a nice steady. First episodes was a nice steady pace, and the next 4 episodes is just deal with them talking and trying to help people, growing their community a bit more and all that stuff. And at the end, it deals with a new villain called Ginny. I'm calling her Ginny, and she basically, I believe her name is Ginny, but she basically has this own community and the future is ours and all that stuff. There, she's the new villain, and I don't know where they're going with this this entire show. But for Season 5, to me, was my least favorite season of Fear the Walking Dead. It's just then we gotta go help people, and that's it. And that's the much stuff that you basically get for this. The best thing about the season was the fact that Morgan got a love interest. That's the best thing. But Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, C+. This is easily the worst of the Fear the Walking Dead and easily the worst out of the Walking Dead universe. So Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, the worst. Number 4, I'm getting to Fear the Walking Dead Season 1. Fear the Walking Dead Season 1, I despise a lot of Fear the Walking Dead Season 1 for many things. One, it's because we're dealing with stupid people. When we're dealing with stupid people and we're seeing them, how they're going to survive in the apocalyptic world, even though it's a very realistic stance, these people are dumb as hell. They make the most stupidest decisions. Like, and even if not the people who are like doing, even if it's the people who do these stupid decisions, then the story goes a little bit loop-sided, and it goes like certain cases, like certain characters that you see are developing, and certain arcs that they're developing in Season 1, they're gonna lead to nowhere. They're gonna lead to nowhere. Like Ophelia, Daniel's daughter Ophelia, daughter's this thing with the military guy. Skip the entire scenes about it because it doesn't matter for shit. You could just skip those entire scenes. Every single 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes that they take away from the show, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. There's no point for it in this. What I despise above everything is that the fact that you do nothing with these characters, or you have these arcs and you fill up so much time and it leads to nowhere. I don't like that. At least end it in the second season or something. But if you're gonna have a pointless romance, don't have it around. Fear the Walking Dead Season 1 has a lot of problems to me. I despise Madison. I despise Nick. None of our characters likable. Fear the Walking Dead did a very interesting take for the beginning by having characters who we cannot stand. I do not care for Madison. I do not care for her junkie son, Nick. I do not care for a lot of these characters. Other than Daniel, that's about it. Travis I liked a bit, but overall, what the season was supposed to be about the fall of basically society. And which would have been quite interesting, but they didn't do a good job about it. I think this season had like maybe 6 episodes, 8. Overall, it wasn't the worst season I've seen. I think Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 is definitely the worst. Fear the Walking Dead Season 1 was just, okay, it's the beginning, it's the stepping stones. You got these very dislikable characters. Let's see if they could grow into better characters. But Fear the Walking Dead Season 1, I would give a C+. Don't care for this season that much, but it's shorter than Season 5. That's all I gotta say. Number 3 is Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 is a straight-up reboot of Fear the Walking Dead. And this is the problem. Fear the Walking Dead did not need a reboot after Season 3. Season 3 made the show great. And then they decide, I know the actor that plays Nick wanted to get out of the Fear the Walking Dead universe, so they killed him off. Spoilers, do. But the fact is, they kill off him, they kill off Madison, and they did it in this weird way of introducing Morgan. You have a lot of flashbacks, flash forwards. The Jackals were not a great villains at all. I say the second half is definitely better than the first. With Alicia confronting Charlie for murdering her brother and all stuff was a fantastic episode. This season had some great episodes. I like Morgan, and then you're meeting the new people, the guy for the brewery and all that stuff. There's a better second half in my opinion and all this stuff. But it also deals with the fact that Morgan's group just wants to help people now and all that stuff. And Alicia wants to recover more to do what her mother did. She wants to help people in this new universe. So Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 was a stepping stone to Season 5, and it was a reboot. But the reason why I put it higher than those two previous seasons is because there are some good episodes, some very strong moments, and I do enjoy certain characters. And I loved John and June's relationship, their introduction. I enjoy it. But I did not like the flash forward from Season 3 to Season 4. I didn't like the ultimate reboot. It's like if we saw Season 1 of The Walking Season 2. No, it's basically like Season 3 of The Walking Dead, and then you jump to Season 7. Like, there's so much stuff that happened with Nick and everything. What happened with Daniel and all this. What happened to Madison and all that stuff. Like, there's such a big time jump from Season 3 to Season 4 that you want to know why these characters, their motivations, and changed a bit. But it's because there was a new director. It's a new setting. They have a new theme. It's basically a brand new show, and this was not needed. They should have just started a new show with John and freaking June. But to me, Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 was to me a reboot, which was not needed, and I'm going to give it a B-. And if you notice the grades right now, Season 1 was a C+, Season 4 it's a B-, and Season 5 is a C+. I do not have hope for right now, the seasons right now, even though I am a fan of this, the Walking Dead series and whatnot, but I'm not looking for, I don't know what's going to happen for this this TV show right now. I say there's a lot of problems, but I do appreciate a lot of the Fear the Walking Dead. Now, before I continue on, sorry for that little rant and all this stuff, but let's start. Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 is a B-. It's my third favorite of the Fear the Walking Dead. And my number 2 favorite is Fear the Walking Dead Season 2. Fear the Walking Dead Season 2 was to me a better season than all of them. Travis got so much more of an important character. Travis and his relationship with Chris is awesome. I enjoy the relationship. It's dysfunctional as hell, but Travis became a standout character to me in many cases. I loved that Nick was getting away from his mother, and he was trying to find his own. He tried to find a community in Mexico, and that led to nowhere. Daniel as a character was great for the first half that we have him, was good. Strand was a great character. I love the fact that they're on the ocean, on the boat, and it was a different premise than all the other Walking Deads. Because, Walking Dead, you're always on the landmass, but in Fear the Walking Dead, they were mostly on the boat for like 6 episodes, and then they went to Mexico and all that stuff. And then when they got separate, like, the best episodes is when the characters have their own solo moments. Nick's episode, when he's all alone by himself, is a great episode. The moments where Travis is alone, great episode and all that. So there are some great moments of Fear the Walking Dead Season 2. And to me, I think this is a pretty dang great, very good. It's a very good season in my opinion. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's a classic. But Fear the Walking Dead Season 2 over the other 3 seasons I saw improvement. I saw growth with character. Alicia was changing a bit more. I mean, characters were growing, and that's what happened. We got these bad characters Season 1, and they're making them decent and slightly better each season. Each season they were growing more. So Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, I would definitely check out more. So I would give out of a 10, I would give it, not a 10, but I would give it like a 8.7, a B+. I would give this season a B+. So Season 2, number 2. And my number 1 favorite season of Fear the Walking Dead is Fear the Walking Dead Season 3. This is hands down a great season. Um, what happens? Madison, Nick, and Alicia all go over to the Otto family. The Otto family have a ranch over basically in Texas or California. I'm not 100% sure. And basically, they have a ranch over there, and they're introduced to this community and all this stuff. And they're slowly infiltrating. Alicia's sleeping with one of the sons. Nick is bonding one with the crazy, hectic sons. And there's just a lot of growth for a lot of characters right now. And Nick was being stupid, but he had to bond with this crazy character named Troy. Troy was a great villain for Fear the Walking Dead. Madison was turning into an ultimate badass and all that stuff, which I just enjoyed the hell out of. We had this whole like Native Americans also in the storyline, which was very interesting, very awesome. The music was better, the action was awesome. They got herds coming around. Alicia had plenty of standout moments in this entire season. Great character arc. Madison's got a bit more of a backstory and all this stuff. And there's a lot of great moments in this entire season and all that. I mean, this was easily the best of the Fear the Walking Dead. Every single episode was a must see, and this was actually the first season that I gave the show an A minus. I say the last two episodes don't really do well, and they should have stopped at episode 14 with Alicia leaving at the end. But the last two episodes dealing with this gang that wants to control the water, and Nick basically at the dam with the explosive device wasn't really needed. They really didn't need to have these last two episodes. I really love Daniel's arc in this one, where he got another sugar daughter in a sense, and I just really liked. He had again some of the best episodes of Fear the Walking Dead is basically the single episodes with just these one characters, like one character, the entire story, whether it's Travis, whether it's Nick, whether it's Daniel, whether it's Alicia. They have great character moments for these characters. And Fear the Walking Dead season 3 was to me a bit of a return to Fear. It was just as good as some of the Walking Dead seasons, like when Walking Dead was really good. I would say this is easily one of the best ones, and this was the season I will always go back to. Granted, they did shit with other stuff in season 5 and season 4 and all that stuff, but uh, I would say this was a great season. I was looking forward to season 4, then they became a reboot, which was not absolutely not needed. But Fear the Walking Dead Season 3 was a fantastic season of Fear the Walking Dead, and I could not ask for more. Fear the Walking Dead Season 3, A minus. So yeah, everyone, that's my worst to best for the long rant that I was doing for all these entire seasons and all that stuff. From the worst to the best, I say this show doesn't know where it's going. I don't know where they're going right now for their Season 6 arc. I kind of have an idea, and hopefully Season 6 will be a lot better than season. I think they might have a mixture of Season 7 of Fear the Walking Dead with, Negan and his group of saviors and all this stuff. So we're going to see Morgan's group infiltrating, learning about this new society, learning about this stuff, and eventually come together and be all together at the end and all this stuff. It's going to be a happy ending for Fear the Walking Dead. But to me, this show I enjoy. I think it's good, and even though I have all the seasons on Blu-ray and all stuff, I got them basically like a $5 a piece. Basically, I got them like this, except for the last season. It's been a little bit more than I should have, but still. What's your personal opinion, everybody? What's your worst, the favorite Fear the Walking Dead seasons? Do you think Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 was a great season? You think it should have been higher? You think Fear the Walking Dead Season 3 should have been lower? You think Season 1 was awesome? What's your personal opinion, everyone? Subscribe if you like. Disconnect about me. Comment down below. Let me know. Respect my opinion. Respect yours. What's your personal opinion, everybody, about Fear the Walking Dead? What's your top 5 seasons? Let me know what y'all think around names. Releasing everybody. Bye.